thought that this was a green footprint when we came in.
What?
Dude, it's not even, dude, the game hates me, man. Like, it's not that I'm not good at it, it's just, it's like, nope.
Done. Now, this little wall here was the entire project for this week. And it doesn't look like much, and actually we didn't think it looked like much either when we first came to it. There was a little bit of black mold that was showing. So we started doing a little bit of demo here, and then once we opened it up, we realized there was way more rot than we first thought. And a lot more black mold than we first thought. So we ended up taking off the entire wall almost.
Dude, that took no effort.
And then redoing it back to this. The problem with this window here started 10 years ago when it was first installed. For whatever reason, and I don't understand this, it wasn't properly fastened, it wasn't sealed, and the flashing on top was way too small. So we fixed all of those issues here on the outside. So now as it sits, being properly caulked and fastened, proper flashing, and a better house wrap on the outside, at least in this area here, there should be no more issues in the future. We even, for peace of mind of the client, reframed this wall and also the sill and everything with pressure treated lumber so that she wouldn't have to worry about anything bad happening. And she's got some hot chocolate for me. Nice. Thank you. It's a good client. Holy damn, that's hot. These people are so nice. On the first day here, they made us lunch and supper, which was awesome. So thank you, Denise and Vlad. We were here longer than anticipated because we didn't know what the extent of the damage was until we did all the demo, and it was worse than we thought. So, thank you. Also, they watched the videos, so that's awesome. But anyway, back to what I was saying. We use treated lumber in there for peace of mind. It just doesn't lose its structural integrity because it doesn't rot. And then we also put a new insulation, vapor barrier, and all that stuff, so this will be good forever. Although, here's kind of a fun fact. Treated lumber is only guaranteed until you put a nail in it, screw in it, or any type of fastener, or you cut it. So basically it's only guaranteed until you use it, because I guess eventually everything does go back to Mother Nature. I don't know, that's kind of a weird thing to do, guarantee something unless you use it. Anyway, oh, here's something that's actually crazy talking about treated lumber. Underneath this piece of trim here is a piece of treated plywood, and here in this area it actually did rot. So the sill plate and the plate of the framing here underneath the window, that was completely rotted away because that was just regular lumber sitting in water for a decade. But I think all of that water kind of seeped into the laminations of the plywood, and that's how that started to rot. So we did replace that as well. But that's kind of crazy that treated lumber rotted in only 10 years. That just goes to show how devastating water leaks can be if they go unchecked. And you know what's crazy? They wouldn't have even known about this issue if it wasn't for their painter. Their trim guy didn't even say anything. So when he put on this trim, well, I put on this trim now, but before he did all the trim in the house. And when he took off the old trim here, he would have noticed all this black mold here because I noticed it when I took off his trim. And even before that, there used to be another piece of trim here that I told them that they should leave off, and their painter will caulk this and make it look all nice and clean and good. Anyways, there used to be another piece of trim here, and then this was here. But in between the two pieces were speckles of black and blue, which is obviously black mold. So I'm not sure why the trim guy didn't say anything, but he kind of just put on the trim, collected his paycheck, and left, I guess. So luckily, their painter has some integrity and was like, hey, we should fix this problem before moving on, and it gets worse. Because black mold can be very bad. Terrible, in fact. It kills people sometimes. This wasn't so bad, so it wasn't that scary, but sometimes, man, it just spreads like crazy because the mold, it's alive, and it's just spreading and multiplying. It can be really gross, but we dealt with that on the first day, and now they'll never have to deal with it again, at least in this area. But speaking about scary, this is a residential area, and in residential, when it's warming up, the roads get super icy because it melts and then freezes at night, and then you are drifting everywhere, which is a lot of fun if you want to do that. But when you lose control of your vehicle, especially if it's a rear wheel drive like mine and really big, you're just like, oh. So the other day, so we took care of the black mold on day 1. So this must have been day 2 or 3. It takes a few days to do the taping process, especially since we got rid of the other trim and stuff. So there was like just weird deviations in the drywall and stuff. Anyways, that doesn't matter. As I was leaving, I lost control of the truck, and there was this tree that came. I was like, no! But luckily I just missed it. That was so close. That would have sucked if I would have hit that. That would have sucked so bad. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this hot chocolate and head home. Looks like Jonny B and Clint are here today. Hey!
Hey, Josh.
Hey! Hey! You got in some lights. Nice.
Leftovers from the temporary lights at the brewery.
Oh, excellent. And Jonny B just trying to get that golf shot.
I want to be doing this so badly. You know, I'm working on it.
Let's see. Come on. You got this.
No way.
Oh! Okay, again.
That would have been awesome. That's stress. That's so stressful. Let me try again.
The same thing happened to Dakota.
Yeah, that's stress, bro. I'm like, bro, you're defying gravity. What's wrong with you?
It's hilarious. Dakota did that on the first day of this job.
Yeah.
That I just finished, and you did that on the last day of the job that I just finished.
Yeah.
Ah, dude, you hit my phone. You could have damaged it. Don't worry, guys. That crack is fake. What are you even doing here, Jonny? As if I don't know.
Oh, you know, man, I came here to my mini golf course that I built the other day with no help because everyone's hating on me, but whatever.
Did you even get it in?
I have the record, man. 16 back to back.
I don't know. I think Caden's got the record.
That's not fair.
Caden, okay, you did get it in, which I will
Several
show.
times.
I will show now.
Show them all. Which one? I don't know which ones you have.
There was only one.
There was so many.
There was only one.
You need to cut that out.
There was only one.
Actually, totally.
There was only one, and here it is.
No effing way. Woo! Booyah! I'm taking that. I'm taking that. Booyah, baby. What? What? Ooh.
But Caden, I don't know if you saw this. Caden got it in, closing his eyes,
Yeah.
and with one hand. You did see it.
He did, yeah. Close his eyes and one hand behind his back.
Yeah.
Man, he has the height advantage.
Yeah!
Yes! You finally got it?
That was pretty cool. I really like having that putting green in there.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. It was a nice addition, you know.
It is a nice addition.
Sure is. But anyways, everyone, welcome to my studio. Before we get to why I'm here working in my studio, we're gonna look at my wall of my art that I did. I made some guitars, you know what I'm saying? But I also have some basses over here too. Can you see which ones are which?
So you obviously, dude, these are the guitars. Those are the basses, so obviously you're a liar.
Well, you can't call me that. That's inaccurate. Don't lie to the people.
Don't lie to the people, says the liar.
You can't call me that on camera. Bro, it's Black History Month. You can't say that.
Okay, so what are... oh man. So what are we actually doing here today, Johnny?
Yeah, so I'm just fooling around with some furniture of my client. She didn't like the old chestnut color, so she's like, let's make it right, make it white. Can't say that. I'm sorry. That came out of nowhere. Let me do it again. Hang on.
Okay, so what are we doing?
So, basically, I'm just repainting some old furniture my client has. She just wants to change the color from chestnut just to white. So, here I am today.
Okay, so Johnny is here to paint some furniture that his client did. What? That didn't even make any sense.
It's close, though. You almost had it. You want to try
What did I just say? Dude.
Paint some furniture that your client did. Something like that. She did purchase.
Oh, man.
She would have had that.
Okay, let's see if we can do this time. Jonny B has a client where they want their bedroom set painted. You must have did their house or something?
No, but they want to do it after now. So she called me, like, hi, I got some furniture. Can you paint it? And I was like, I guess so. And then I went there and she's like, can you also do my house? I'm like, yes.
You're like, well, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would be the other way around. So anyway, you're here painting the furniture, but you also do paint walls,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Oh, for sure.
So since this is drying, why don't you paint my closet? Mailman just came, and apparently this is my birthday present. Do I open this?
No birthday.
Christmas present, Valentine's present,
Yeah.
something.
What?
Let's see what it is. Right, it's not, my birthday's not even close. That would be super late or very early.
It's Valentine's slash.
I'm pretty sure they're shoes because it has Vans tape on it. Valentine's slash anniversary because it's on the same day.
Not really.
No, it's not. Wow, look at this shoe box. It's made out of canvas.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Reusable bag.
What is this? Oh, just the...
Those are custom. Custom for you.
Wait, you made these for me?
Yeah. But you have to look at them.
What the heck? Yo! Thank you.
You're welcome.
Those are
I
fantastic.
spelled it right. Right.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
goodness.
Those are awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you like them. Sorry it took so long for them to
That's
get
okay. I would have never guessed this. There was no way I would have guessed that. Awesome.
They're kind of like the ones you had before, right?
Yeah, but
But different.
with a name on them. Excellent. Anyway, I was going to put in a segue clip here when the mailman pulled up and Hank wouldn't stop barking. And the segue clip was going to go something like this. So since this is drying, why don't you paint my closet? Because I haven't done anything in this closet since you guys have last seen it because, believe it or not, I hate painting. So it's exactly how it was in the last vlog, whenever it was. Oh yeah, also, people are asking about this. This is not one of my pieces of art. This is not one of my brother Dakota's pieces of art. This was by a guy who goes by Dr.Draw. I'll have his information down in the description. Segue complete. Well, now that we know what Jonny B is doing and stuff, what are you doing,
I
Clint?
am making sides for a booth that I made at the brewery.
Oh yes, with the tufting, with the teal.
See that? So these go on the side of that.
Right, okay. That makes sense.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And what is the, oh,
So this is a cool project that Josh and I are going to take on together.
this is what we talked about.
Yeah. So this is going to be. Farah and I helped Farah, and we did those little round gate for her cabinet last week that she was
I'll put a
playing
picture
around
right
with.
in front of my face.
And it just gave me an idea. I thought for this next job that I'm doing, and Josh will be working on that one with me too. It's a basement pub, and they have a walk-in wine cellar. And I thought, hey, why don't we do the same concept, sort of
But
taking
scale it up.
yeah, bigger for a full-size walk-in wine cellar doors, and combo some of Josh's, like his artwork, like he's just finished with that super cool bonsai tree. And then the owner has an old violin that we're going to put in a shadow box that's from like early 1900s or late 1800s. And so we thought, I'm going to plasma cut. A buddy of mine's got a plasma cutter, and I'm going to cut out on a steel the shape of a violin, and then we're going to do the F holes will be raised, and those will actually be the handles.
That'll be sick.
So it'll be a pretty fun project. So first time I've ever done anything like this, so I'll be leaning heavy on Josh for some of it. So
Which could be a mistake, because
we'll see it for no good.
I love doing these types of projects, so it's so
most
cool.
of everything we do is the first time we've done it.
Right, yeah, exactly. People ask me all the time in the lives and stuff that I do, they're like, hey, is it worth it having someone else in the shop? And it's things like these that, yeah, it's easy yes, because we get a collab on such cool projects.
Exactly. Like the sides I'm making here for the diamond tuft, well, that's the first time I've ever diamond tufted anything before. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I've never done that before. Just watched a couple YouTube videos and went at it. So it's fun.
I can't wait to do this.
Yeah.
Well, the brewery is going to be done, which I'm going to show you guys, which I've been saying that. I'll show you when it's completely
It's kind
done.
of cool when it's all done and decorated. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when we start doing the basement pub for that client that we went to in real time, guys. I don't show everything in the vlogs, but we went and quoted for different things there last week or something like that.
All the
And
drywall, mud, and tape.
yeah, so we're going to be doing that, and I'll show you some of that process as well.
Yeah.
Excellent. This is going to be awesome. Okay, so since it's a wine cellar and stuff, what elements? So these are obviously supposed to be vines.
Yeah, that's the idea. So I'm thinking of if we can find some smaller, like 1/4 inch or something like that steel that we can bend nice.
Do you think they care about it being like reclaimed or upcycled or anything like that?
No, I don't think so. No, not at all. She wants it quite rustic looking, in fact, right?
Okay, and then we can put like grapes on it.
Yeah, if we can figure out a way to do some leaves and some grapes, and that'll be more certainly your forte.
Okay.
And then I can take this part over to my buddy's plasma cutter and cut out the violin part.
Excellent. Okay, well, let's go see what we have for material. Out in the back here, which we plan on getting nice and tidy at some point, we got a lot of material and stuff. And if they don't mind the look of reclaimed and stuff, we have some stock here. We have some in the art trunk as well.
Is there some?
Yeah, but this is the longest stuff I have for, it's rebar, which actually came from you.
Yeah.
There's some more rebar down here.
That'd be a little tough to bend that 5/8 probably, hey? So
I don't know. Depending on how big it is, it should be fine. Oh yeah, I got some of that.
I mean, we'd have to spend some time grinding it, I guess, but I don't know.
Depends on what the look is. If she doesn't mind the texture, but then she might think that looks too cheap.
Maybe. Yeah.
But we can always buy some round stock too, but if we have some, then we can use that. Like, we obviously don't want to use this stuff that's painted.
No, too much work to try and make that look like anything,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Well,
yeah, we'll get started with rebar for the outside of it anyways.
Okay.
And then and I'll see if I can source out some 1/4-inch stuff, and then if you can come up with an idea what to do for the leaves. We already have some ball bearings, right, to make the grapes.
We do, in the R trunk.
Right.
I think they're right here. Even though this is still chaos, it's somewhat organized chaos. That's okay though, this is just temporary. In the summer, we're gonna build an actual shed to serve as the R trunk. But in the meantime, this works for now. I found what I was looking for, a bunch of ball bearings that I'm gonna use to make some grape shapes for this gate. Now, Clint had to leave to go install those L things onto that cool bench he's making. So while he's gone, I'm gonna be working on this, and while I'm working on this, Jonny B is gonna be inside working on my closet. There we go. Done. I think all I need to do is just take a wire brush to it to take some of the grime and stuff off, but other than that, it's done. What? Is this like the perfectest timing or what?
Yeah. Oh,
Dude,
that is sick.
You like that?
Holy crap, man.
That'll work. It's a little hot. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
You are freaking awesome. That is... I was almost going to say if you could have left it a bit longer, but I guess we can always weld that on.
Yeah, we can add it to it. You like that? You think that'll work?
That's freaking awesome, man. Is it heavy?
Pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy.
Okay. Oops. That is sweet, man.
Dude, look at that pipe. Oh, you did some more drawings on it.
So maybe if we did about 3 like that.
Okay.
I don't know if you think something else, if it needs more. And I did kind of the squigglies. I was thinking of the wire kind of coming up, and then do some little squigglies off, and then some leaves, and don't make it too busy, but
right.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes, what it needs, right?
Yeah, we'll see what it needs. Okay, so this gate is a double gate. I don't know what you'd call that. Like, it's got 2 doors to it rather than just one. And we are going to be using this square tubing here for our frame, if we're able to bend it nice enough. And to make sure that we have both sides the same, we're gonna have to make a jig here on the table so that they're both exactly the same, because if they don't fit because of some awkward shape to one side or the other, that'll suck, because this is going to take a lot of hours, and it's going to be one of the major character pieces within this whole project that we're going to be building out in this person's basement. Perfect timing. And he's grabbing a chalk line so that we can get our lines put out on here, and from there we'll be able to do our jig building.
Just to make sure what I got here is straight. Pretty close.
Reminds me of my framing days.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. While you were gone, Jonny B got another shot in.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I try to use that stupid. Oh my god, no! 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 Woo! Oh my god, I need some chalk! I need some chalk! I pretend I have some chalk, do the effects. I don't know how, but figure it out. Figure it out, man. One more. Okay. And that's cut.
He gets super excited for some reason when he gets a hole in one. It's not a hole in one, but anyway, we got the jig all in, It's pretty crude. It's a half jig because we're gonna do the same thing twice. Shall we see if we can bend this stuff or what?
Yeah, I don't know if you can bend square stock.
We're gonna give it a shot. We got a bender.
We have a backup idea if it doesn't work.
We have a backup idea. So my friend Corey, who sometimes watches the videos, gave me this bender. And I've used it before, I think, when I used his shop, but I've never used it in here. And I don't know if it's able to bend square stock, but let's give it a shot. Now it has this assist here. Okay, well it did bend it, so that's good.
Well, we kind of want a natural arc. Too,
Yeah,
right?
so okay, stop. Then we'll bring it in. Okay. We may have gone a little too rock. Oh, way too far. We may have gone a little too rock and roll. This might be a throwaway, but we'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. In theory, we're round. We don't want a shepherd's hook. So let's go put this on the bed. Perfect. And first try. No, it was not the first time. It does fit in there quite nicely, but there was a lot of going back to the bender, bending it, unbending it, bending it, unbending it, bending it, bending it, bending it, and then after that, because that wasn't the only problem that there could possibly be. Yeah, we have a twist in it. So then we had to bring it over to the bench over here, clamp it down and bring Satan's breath to it, and
Alberta quenching.
that didn't help either because she's twisting. So what do you think? Abandon?
Let's try some rebar.
We'll try some round stock here, some rebar, because it'll be way easier to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed that we actually got this radius out of square stock.
Hey.
I'm sure somebody that knows what they're doing could probably do
Yeah,
that. But
absolutely.
for us using what we have, I'm pretty surprised that we got this far. So it's
All right, well,
we'll try the rebar. We'll see what it looks like.
bam! It looks so good, and it was so easy.
So much easier than the square stock.
Compared to this stuff. All right, Clint, are you ready to weld for the first time?
I am ready, I think. If my kids can do it, surely I can.
His daughter and his son both welded before he did. It's very simple. At least for the kind of welding that we're doing here. Oh, you missed it.
Did I miss it? That sucks. Did I miss it?
Go ahead. Blew a breaker. Do you guys remember a long time ago, Jonny B eating a banana backwards? A ton of people actually agree with you that you're supposed to open it the way that you open it.
It's a tutorial, so for anyone that wants to live a normal life and maybe actually want to do something amazing, this is how you start. You open a banana the proper way. So you grab a banana, right, with your right hand. Flip it upside down.
Into your left hand.
I was gonna say right side up, actually. Open up your hands, let your fingers really sprawl out like a flying squirrel. Pinch it with your thumb and your, what's it called, index finger? Is that it?
Yeah.
For index?
Pointer finger, index finger, yeah.
Depending on where you come from. Dig your claws, if you got those raptor claws, dig it, pull it back. What? Okay, can I pinch it one more time to the right? And one time, left side, hey, okay, boom. And that's how you...
And then you just break it off.
I'll hit your banana.
All right.